Boom, we're live. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Jenny Dye.
And I'm John Dye. And together we are the Dye family, the Mormon life hacking Dye family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So where are you watching from? That's why we asked the question at the bottom of this. Where are you watching from? We would love to know. And tonight, what are we going to discuss, Jenny?
We're going to discuss some films that will be coming out in the genre of Latter-day Saint films worth watching.
Yep. What's the first one we're going to talk about?
First, we're going to talk about Jane and Emma.
Jane and Emma.
Jane and Emma.
Tell them a little bit about this while I slip off for just a minute.
Okay, so what I'd like to know, I know that what's scrolling is janeandemmamovie.com. I would like to know if any of you, without Googling, know who I'm talking about if I say the name Jane Elizabeth Manning or Jane Manning James. Do you know who that is? This movie will hit theaters on October 12th, and I think it'd be really great if you make plans right now to see it then. This movie, Jane and Emma, is about, guess who? Jane and Emma. Jane Manning James and Emma Smith. Jane Manning James was a Latter-day Saint woman who joined the church in, I believe, Connecticut, and then she and her family went to Nauvoo to be near the prophet Joseph Smith. Jane ended up becoming very close with Joseph and with Emma. This film, directed by Chantal Squires and written by Melissa Leilani Larson, is a really beautiful picture depicting the brief time frame right after the prophet Joseph passes away. And it focuses on all sorts of different issues, including, but not limited to, issues of race and also issues surrounding strong women voices. And personally, what I love about this movie is exactly that. This movie has a lot on screen with strong women, and also a team of strong women are behind it. Like I mentioned, it's directed by Chantal Squires. It's written by Melissa Leilani Larson. It's produced by Jen Lee Smith and Madeline Jorgensen. I strongly suggest it. It also, I don't want to give too much away, but there are strong themes of friendship and specifically the value of strong friendship between women. It's something that really touches my heart, and in fact has been something that's been on my mind for quite a long time, and it's very beautiful. Ben Arkell, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for you to see it either. It's so beautiful. It's really lovely. Today, I just attended actually a screening at BYU in Provo at the Varsity Theater, and it was followed by a panel discussion. And it was really great to be there. Jane and Emma will have a booth at CBX Live next week at the Utah Valley Convention Center in Provo. So I'll be there.
Yes. If Jenny Dye likes it, I know it has to be good, says Ben.
Thanks, Ben. That's probably true. I'm pretty critical of stuff. I have a specific.
I'm not going to say anything.
I have a specific taste, and I really cannot recommend this movie highly enough. It's really important to go see it and support this film, especially the opening weekend, so that we can get more films like this.
Yep. So if you want to know more, go to this URL. Should be flashing underneath you, but I don't know if it is.
Also, go to Jane and Emma Movie, like it on Facebook, and also on Instagram.
Yeah. If there's some good content being put out. And when does that release? Miss
October
Jenny?
12th, October 12th, October 12th, October 12th, October 12th,
Wait, you have to wait till it scrolls back into view.
October 12th.
Oh, there it is, October 12th.
You have plans conference weekend, and you have plans the weekend after conference weekend.
Mhm.
Those plans are to go see Jane and Emma in the theater and bring your friends.
Yes, yes. Now, one interesting thing, you may remember the Bonner family.
Oh, I remember the Bonner family.
How do you know the Bonner family?
Pre-existence.
And in addition to the pre-existence,
Who doesn't know who the Bonners are? They were
Deborah,
the Deborah Bonner Gospel Choir.
Yehosh,
and Conlon I met on set for the Hamilton parody that we did with Working with Lemons.
Working with Lemons. How about Oba?
Oba, I actually just met at the ALS.
Yes,
event.
there was an event. Oba's one of the brothers. Junior, Miley, who, I don't know that I said his name right. It is Junior. He's in LA, and he composed some of the music for Jane and Emma.
Yo, who is in the Book of Mormon musical and was in Xanadu at the Hale and Orem.
I don't think so.
Anyway, no.
Is it?
Sister.
Oh, that is a thing.
Yeah.
What's her name? Yo-Yo?
Yeah. Oh, Yo-Yo.
What did you say? Oh, Yo-Yo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know the sisters.
Uh-huh.
I need to get to know the sisters.
Gotta get a drink.
Okay. So we're going to go get a drink. So John's going to take this. So October 12th is when it releases, but go to janeandemmamovie.com and take a look. Hey, the other film we want to talk about briefly is The Other Side of Heaven 2. And Quinn got me one. One cool thing that we have, the mission continues. The Other Side of Heaven 2. So for those of you that didn't know or weren't aware, this is coming out the summer of 2019. See how it says it there at the bottom? Summer of 2019.
Who doesn't love Coley Pokey?
Coley Pokey. Everybody loves Coley Pokey, right? So what do we have here, too? It looks like signatures.
So signed poster from who signed it?
We have
the Grobergs. We
have John and Jean Groberg, Elder and Sister Groberg, who signed it. And we also have Mitch Davis, who is the director of not only number 1, but also number 2 that's coming out in June of 2019.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? The first movie dealt with?
The first movie talked about when when John Groberg was called on his mission to the Pacific Islands, to Tonga, and how he and Jean met at BYU beforehand and wrote letters to each other, encouraging one another, and then ultimately ended up getting married when he got home. Other Side of Heaven 2 is when they, as adults, as a married couple, get called to be mission presidents, I think presiding over the same area.
Where he served during his younger years.
Yes, and sometimes when we think of mission presidents, we think of, people close to or in retirement. That was not the case for the Grobergs. They, in fact, Sister Groberg had, if you can see right here,
multiple.
Yeah, they had young children, and she had their son. He was born when they were there.
They were serving, yeah, and that figures into the story quite prominently.
Yeah, but we're not going to spoil anything.
We're not going to spoil anything, but look for that film coming out summer of 2019. Yes, so it was filmed in Fiji, I want to say earlier this year, in 2018. And so the trailer will be dropping coming up. Look for that. That'll be a fun one as well. So The Other Side of Heaven 2 coming. We're expecting it in June of 2019, although it says summer of 2019. So that release date could change. So let's go back. Let's talk Jane and Emma a little bit more.
Yeah. And again, I want to know, even though we talked about it a little bit before, let me know if you are someone who, without Googling it and before you heard about it, if you knew who Jane Manning James is.
Yeah, let us know if you know who she was.
And also, I would like to hear what's your favorite movie in this genre? What's your favorite film? Hi, Rich.
Rich, thumbs up. Yellow thumbs up.
So, where are you watching from? Drop a comment
Drop a comment. We'll put it on screen, guys. We'll put it on screen.
What's your favorite of the church movies?
You know, if I think through the ones that have been released, I have got to say Saints and Soldiers, the first one, was extremely good. Saratov Approach. You haven't seen that, I don't think, yet. Or did you? No? Have you seen Saints and Soldiers? Yes. And I do like the first Other Side of Heaven. So I'm excited to see. We've seen clips, exclusive clips from this, but we're not sure what this film's going to be about 100%. We know roughly. We know what it's the storyline, but yeah, the clips I've seen, it looks very, very impressive to me.
Cool.
Okay, we have somebody watching from the Kingdom of Water, Cambodia.
Welcome.
Wow. Did you know Cambodia is called the Kingdom of Water?
No.
Bethana S. Ban. Okay, that's awesome. And we've got Rich watching from
South Carolina. How are you? Are you okay? Are you safe?
the Florence Bands. Yes, hopefully you're safe. You at least have internet access, so
That's good.
yes, that's a plus.
So thanks for asking. My favorite films were also The Other Side of Heaven. Big fan of the Coley Pokey movie.
Not this one. Well, we have to have something to keep
The
people watching, right? Actually, let me.
the prequel to that.
Yes.
Also, Once I Was a Beehive,
Oh yes.
which, fun fact, listen to that little evil giggle.
I forgot about Once I Was a Beehive, guys. Sorry.
Listen, one of us was in Once I Was a Beehive. One of us was credited in Once I Was a Beehive. Not the same person. And we didn't know each other.
And we didn't know each other then
anyway,
either.
Little fun fact. And then my other one would be the mailbox. No, it's not.
BYU Television Productions.
The one
circa
with, the one with the
1922.
train conductor in the sun.
Going off the track.
Nope, not that one.
Not that one.
Jane and Emma, though. Jane and Emma for
Jane and Emma is.
I've seen a couple different. I think I've seen the movie 4 times, maybe 5, and even like some earlier cuts.
Mhm.
But oh my gosh, I can't. I spent quite a bit of time today. I'm just going to drop this name. I did talk with Chantel Squires for probably a good 45 minutes.
And Chantel is who? For those that just joined.
She is the director of Jane and Emma.
Yep.
So
So I had to pull this up here because I don't have anything printed out. But Jane and Emma, yes, follow us on
it just
Facebook.
looks like Ben sent me a message on Messenger, so you might want to check that.
Oh, okay. We'll take a look at that.
But I got to talk with her, and man, strong women in our church, our history, we have a history of strong women voices, and that legacy is brought to fruition in a modern way, celebrating the voices of strong women historically in this film. The themes of friendship, the themes of real friendship, and what it means to have what some might consider an unlikely friendship because of the differences. One thing that I think is really important is when there are differences in a relationship, that you allow those differences to strengthen the relationship. And that is really, really well represented here. Like I said, we will have a booth for Jane and Emma at CVX Live in Provo next week for all you YouTubers. So look for us in the hall there. Ooh, someone's watching from Tonga.
Tonga. Yes.
And Rich, safe for now, supposed to get full impact tomorrow. Okay, well, keep safe, please.
Yes, hunker down.
For those who are in the hurricane, and there's a lot going on. Anyway.
Look at this.
What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
Look like I'm biting Rich's head.
My husband.
There we go.
My husband.
Rich, hunker down, stay safe.
Credited.
Stay safe. And Yes.
Once I Was a Beehive.
And for the record, I didn't know we could choose something that has yet to be released because Jane and Emma is by far one of the best. And
okay, well, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
But even so, I'm still going with it because, yeah, it'll hold that spot.
Now, let's talk about Once I Was a Beehive, though, because Claire, who was in it, they are releasing film.
They are.
Coming up quickly. Now, it's not necessarily in the genre of Latter-day Saint films.
No, but you will recognize.
It's within the family.
Yeah, you'll recognize those ties there because Claire Nina Prum, who was in Once I Was a Beehive, is in a new release, a remake of Little Women.
Little Women. Let me pull it up here.
And that's got, is it Leah Thompson?
Leah Thompson from
Back to the Future. Caroline in the City. Anyone? Crickets.
Was that a thing?
Crickets.
Yeah.
No, she's great. I actually watched that show and I liked it. So, yeah, it's really exciting. There's a lot of stuff.
Little Women.
Yeah, Little Women.
Modern movie.
Modern.
So look for on Facebook Little Women, a modern movie. And this is what it looks like for those of you looking. Little Women, a modern movie. But Leah Thompson is in it. Yes, and this actually has some of the talent from Once I Was a Beehive as well. Yep. So that's great.
So check it out. Anyway.
Good stuff.
Ooh, LDS in Wisconsin. Where in Wisconsin? And Peggy. Peggy
Quinn and Peggy. Look at, she still has Light the World in her.
Solid. I've been to Madison. That's really beautiful there.
Yes, that's awesome. By the way, BYU plays them tomorrow. Number 6 in the nation is Wisconsin. I'm worried that the Cougars will end up 1-2. That's okay though. We also have, well, let's hit Rich's. I don't remember the title of the film they showed, still showing at the building across from Temple Square.
Now, do you mean Legacy?
Legacy Theater?
Do you mean The Testaments?
Or do you mean Meet the Mormons?
Because those are some things that have shown there.
Joseph, Prophet of the Restoration, I think, did as well. As did, was there one? Oh, Legacy. Yeah. The Legacy Theater.
I bet he says it was shown during the 90s. I bet it's Legacy.
It's got to be Legacy, right? Rich, give us a thumbs up if that's the case.
It's the one where she says.
Legacy is what Rich says.
Where she blesses her ox.
Oh, she does.
And her sister or somebody goes, "You've got to have faith, Eliza."
Is that right?
It is right. Rich's sister and I used to maybe repeat it. Act it out.
So Sella says, "Other side of heaven, my mom island." Do you think my mom's island?
I don't know. Does that mean that your mom?
My mom, MOM, might be an acronym for Mucho.
Nope, that's not.
Octavio.
Nope.
Mucho. No, probably not. So
like, I wonder if that's. Oh, maybe that's where she's from.
Like that's her mother island?
Right.
Okay. Peggy told us where she's from. She's in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Don't know where that is. We'll look it up. But Rich gave us 2 thumbs up, so we were doubly right. Yes, so Peggy asked, "Do you know A Brilliant Young Mind?" I don't know what that means.
Is that a film?
Is that a film, Peggy? Let us know. And then Rich says, "Formerly is still Fred in my brain."
Yes.
Is that, do you know Rich from
because his sister and I were roommates.
Oh, is that what, did you say that earlier?
I may have. So New Richmond.
Where's New Richmond? Show everyone. Put it up here. It's kind of by Wisconsin.
It's very close to Wisconsin because
it's in Wisconsin.
It's south of Duluth, Minnesota. It's actually really close to the Minnesota.
So this is where border. Peggy Quinn is watching.
No one go stalk her.
Yes, Peggy, thank you.
Sorry for revealing that.
Peggy said The Brilliant Young Mind is a film. It's a movie.
Look that up.
So yeah. It's almost like we have to lift our heads higher so our mouths are not covered by, yeah. So you are 1 hour from the St. Paul, Minnesota temple, Peggy. Thank you for letting us know. That's awesome. Well, great. Hey guys, we're probably going to sign off here very quickly. I'll just drop these up one more time. But Jane and Emma, JaneandEmmaMovie.com is where you want to go to get more information about that. But
Like it on Facebook to get some updates as well.
absolutely. Absolutely. And October 12th?
October 12th in theaters. For those of you in Utah, again, make plans to see it opening weekend. That's the way that these types of things work. The more successful they are, the earlier, the closer to their opening date, the more widely it can be distributed.
Yes.
And so,
yes. And then the other side of heaven too, I'm going to put this up one more time. There will be a link in the comments below if you want to win this. Again, it's autographed from Elder and Jean Groberg, brother and sister Groberg, and Mitch Davis, who directs this. So the other side of heaven, it will be sometime in the summer of 2019. I put June of 2019. I believe that's when it's slated right now, but that could change. But look for it in the summer of 2019. Any parting shots, Jenny, Di?
No.
Okay, guys, I think we are going to sign off now, but watch for us. Actually, can you grab a copy of Saints?
Oh, yeah, check this out, y'all.
Who has a copy of the Saints?
Like
first edition, Standard of Truth.
The book.
Let's see some thumbs up.
Or you might use it on your app, on your gospel library.
Exactly. So you can get it for Kindle for free. You can get it on your gospel library app for free. You can listen to it. I've been doing that.
Ben Cummins, who works for LDS Casting, it's his voice.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Hey, Ben, you don't sound like some people that I know, but you do sound like yourself.
So, or this book is, I think, $5.25, $5.75.
$5.75.
Yeah.
I think at the distribution center. Yeah.
It's really good. If you've never read a book about the history of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that begins with a story about a volcano, this is the book for you.
This is it. This is it. Take a look. And every Sunday we do on this channel, Mormon Life Hacker, we do a Facebook Live talking to people about different chapters within it. So we're going to be talking about chapter 2 and 3 on Sunday. So set that into your calendar and join us. We'll watch it later. So I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's it?
I do. Stay safe, please, Rich.
Yes. Yes. Don't let Florence bring you down. Florence and the Machine. No, not that Florence. Okay. All right, guys, we are off. Have a good night.